What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here today on the Face of the Franchise here in Madden 22. Face of the Franchise QB1 with Khalil, Kelley, episode 17, and today we are in the final week of the regular season. Today we're going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada, taking on the Raiders in this matchup here today, as we are on the edge of 16-1, and we're gonna try to see if we can come up with a win here today. Of course, the only game we lost this season was back in week 1 against the Bengals, as we head into the playoff season. Raiders right now currently 6-10 for the season. They're in last place in the AFC West division. Raiders not playing the best to their abilities here, but today they can also play spoiler to us, causing us to lose our second game of the season. And we're going to try to see if we can avoid that here today. Of course, Josh Jacobs, by far their top player on offense, is definitely going to be a challenge for us, as we have to try to stop the running game here today, as well as taking on Jayon Brown, the defensive player that, of course, Kelley's going to have to avoid, as he is right now leading the teams in tackles, 135 tackles for the season, as well as, of course, getting by Ferrell, who is leading in sacks this season, who currently has 9. There you see there's some of the player right there, Hazelwood, who is currently injured, and of course Mayfield for us, upper arm fractured. He's going to be out for possibly the remaining of the season, of course, going into the postseason, and then if we get a chance to, maybe if we can get to the Super Bowl, he has a chance to play. But there you see the Raiders' current schedule right now. As so far, take a look there. You see they've had a rough go here. Of course, last week won a game there against one of their rivals, the Chargers, 27-13 in that matchup on Thursday night there in Los Angeles. So they're going to take us on here in week 18. And of course, we're looking to try to seal the deal here today with a victory. Derek Carr, there you see over 3,200 yards for the season, 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for him. So this point of this season, having a decent season, but probably not the season, release record-wise, that he would like to see his team in. There you see Josh Jacobs, 10 rushing touchdowns, over 800 yards rushing this season as well. Kenyon Drake, hey, we know that name from our series that we had with Khalil, Kelley back in the original series on Madden 20. He's looked like he has had a pretty good season so far with the Raiders. And there you see just some other numbers there for the Raiders as we're looking at the receiving stats. Ruggs, the third, over 1,000 yards this season with 9 touchdowns as well. And there you see Hunter Renfrow right behind him, over 1,000 yards as well, and 4 receiving touchdowns this season for the Raiders, as he is a 3-year guy here already in the NFL. So, like I said, this is going to be this definitely going to be a game here. I wouldn't say it would be a game that that we need to kind of look past, but at the same time, the Raiders just haven't been on the right track here as of late. They've lost 4 of the last 5 games, and they are not playing to the ability that you would think they would be able to. As they've got a pretty good core of team here. It's just, of course, they got to take on the Kansas City Chiefs in this division, and a couple other divisional rivals, as well as the Broncos, and of course, like I said last week there on that Thursday night game. Of course, they got a victory over the Chargers in this season. So, Raiders here in Las Vegas, and we'll see what they can try to do as they get the ball here first to start off here in today's episode, as we see a quick sim here, and we'll try to see if we can get this going here as we see the sim here. And so far, haven't really done anything, as they're kind of just still in the middle of the field and can't really do too much with the football. So here we are now, 1st and 10. Ball placed on the 22-yard line for Kelley, as he'll hand this one off there. That's going to go off As that's going to be a nice run there for Gordon. He's going to go down the sidelines and get to the 47-yard line for a very nice first carry here in today's game. As like we've been doing here in the last couple of weeks, running the ball pretty well here with Kelley, and just trying to keep him upright, and or I should say, doing a very good job there with Gordon running the ball, but also trying to keep Kelley and keep the pressure off of him and keep him upright. As we'll see Melvin Gordon here take this one there, nice spin move. He'll get to the 40, as that's a nice gain of about 8 on that play. 2nd and 2 coming up in the 40-yard line of the Raiders, as it is a packed house here at Allegiant Stadium here in Sin City. As we'll see a handoff there, that is going to go to Bo Lippett, as he'll get enough there just to get the first. As we'll see the ball down at the at the 36-yard line in Raiders territory. Kelley under center here. And of course, the last couple of weeks now, he's been doing a great job of just playing some excellent football here. And of course, utilizing the game clock here, as we'll see another run there to Melvin Gordon, as he will get a couple of yards there for now 2nd and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Just 5:40 left here in the first quarter. Handoff. That's going to go to Melvin Gordon, as Gordon's going to get a hold of that one there, and that's going to get Gordon to about the 25-yard line, as they'll say he has just enough there to get him the first. So as we got a new set of downs coming up here. Ball placed at the 25-yard line here in Raiders territory. Kelley has not thrown the ball yet, and looks like we could possibly see him try to throw it here, as he will drop back in the pocket, scramble off to the right-hand side, looking down the sideline here, looking for a big pass, but he's going to go ahead and run this one himself, and he's going to get enough there to the 15, as he will still indicate that he does have enough there for the first down, and that'll be a 10-yard carry there for him, 1st and 10 for Atlanta. Atlanta looking pretty good here, having a pretty good, strong drive here in this, so far here in this first quarter, as we'll see. Ball there thrown inside the 5, and that's going to be placed at the 3-yard line for a 1st and 10. So no new set of downs here. 1st and goal coming up. Ball placed at the 3-yard line for Kelley, as they look like they got a lot of guys on the line there. So it could be a run here, and that's exactly what we're going to get here from Melvin Gordon. He's going to get into the end zone there. Touchdown. Melvin Gordon into the end zone there. Atlanta takes the first points of the day, as they take it now 6-0 here in Las Vegas, as the Vegas Raiders here giving up the first points of the day, and it's Melvin Gordon getting to the end zone. And like I say, he's been doing that quite often here. This last couple episodes here, we've seen him score very well there, especially had a big game there. 2 or 3 episodes ago there in Carolina. As we take a look here at the sim, and we're just kind of slow simming this, seeing what Raiders are going to do here with their second drive of the ball game, and we'll see if they can try to move the football here. As David Carr there throws an incomplete pass. Pass gets knocked down by Richie Grant. Nice stop there, and then you see a loss of 5. Nice stop there from D. Ford, helping us out there, getting the football back. So here we are now, 1st and 10 here. The ball on our own 9-yard line, as they put us in a pretty good punt position here. As we'll see play action here from Kelley. Kelley screaming off to the right-hand side, looking down the field here, throwing this one up there. That's going to go to Rashad Higgins. Higgins has the football here. He is going down the sidelines. No one's going to get to him. Touchdown, Atlanta. As Atlanta's on the board here again. Great job on that pass. As Kelley just seeing exactly, had a nice line of sight there for his wide receiver, and is able to get that one down the field, as they score the 2nd touchdown here today, this time through the air, as now Atlanta leads this one 14-0. We'll try to see what the Raiders are going to try to do now here on their 3rd drive here, as Atlanta are going to try to see if they can make a quick stop here and get a quick 3 and out. And already now scored here now is twice in this first quarter. 106 left here in the first, as we'll see 1st and 10, ball on our own 20-yard line. Handing us on off to Melvin Gordon here, and Gordon go down the sideline there before he's pushed out there at the 43. And that's a big run there as we had the ball there at our own 43-yard line for a huge first down. Nice carry there for Melvin Gordon. As we'll see, Kelley now drops back in the pocket. Has a solid pocket looking down the middle here. This one's going to get thrown up there. A flag is on the field here. That one's going to be batted away. We'll see who this flag is on. And looks like the flag is going to be a roughing the passer. And that's going to be on the Raiders. As that's going to be one on Wachkowski. And he'll get hit with that one there. As it'll be now placed at the 42-yard line in Raiders territory. So thank you for that penalty. As Kelley now drops back in the pocket here. Looks to the right-hand side. Looking for a deep pass. Maybe find Rashad Higgins again. But no, he's going to call his own number instead. Gets down the sideline. And that's a huge first down. As that's going to place him at the 24-yard line in Raiders territory. Great run here so far. Great run there from Kelley. It's the second big run there from him. As we'll see now. Snaps the ball. Looks down to the left-hand side. Looks over. Finds Rashad Higgins again. And this time getting this one there at the 10-yard line. As Kelley's now looking pretty good here. Already over 100 yards now passing. We'll see what he can do now here in the red zone. 1st and 10 coming up here. The ball on the 10-yard line. 7 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll see if they can try to score again. And Melvin Gordon here trying to get around that defense there. As he can knock into the end zone there. And that'll be put to a stop as they end the first quarter there on that play. Ball plays at the 4-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up. That'll be in the first quarter. 14-0 here in Sin City at Allegiant Stadium. As we'll see the field being flipped now. Here's 2nd and 4. Ball plays at the 4-yard line. Starting off the ball here in the second quarter. Handoff there to Gordon. Gordon's going to come out of the backfield there. Gets a nice run as he gets into the end zone. But they say he is going to be short. And I think there's a flag. Yes, there's a flag on the field here. And we'll see who this is on. It's going to be a holding call on Atlanta. As that is going to be on Lindstrom. And that's going to put us back at the 12. It's going to make it now a 2nd and 12 coming up for Kelley and for the Falcons. Ball plays at the 12-yard line. Not a penalty play that we necessarily need here, but we'll try to see if we can get that yardage back here with Melvin Gordon taking this one here. That's going to be no problem as he gets into the end zone there. 2nd rushing touchdown of the day here for Melvin Gordon as we get into this one here. And that is a touchdown, Atlanta, as Gordon running in there for the 2nd time now here today as he gets into the end zone. No problem there as he's untouched. And they'll take a now 21-0 lead here in Atlanta, here in Sin City. As now we'll see the Raiders go for their 4th drive here in today's game. And wow, a 75-yard touchdown there thrown by no other than Carr to Hunter Renfrow. So they get themselves on the board here now, making it now 21-7. Atlanta back with the football here. The thrown up there. That's going to go to Rashad Higgins here. Higgins breaking off a tackle before he's wrapped up at the 41. And that's going to be a first down for Atlanta as Higgins already now has over 100 yards now for the day. And, of course, that big rushing touchdown he had quarter. Kelley drops back in the pocket here, looking down the field. Looking up, trying to see what he can do here. That one's going to be thrown. And that is going to be a completed pass. And that's enough there to get the first down. That's going to be the place at the 28-yard line for the first down. As Atlanta looking very sharp here in this drive already. Ball plays at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. Kelley here under the center here. Drops back in the pocket looking down the field. Kelley looking here. Gets hit as he thrown that football there. And that's going to be incomplete pass. Making it now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 coming up. Kelley here trying to find somebody, trying to move some pieces here as he's calling an audible. Drops back in the pocket here, looking down the field. Sees if he can find somebody there. He does. That one's going to be thrown up there. Nice catch. That's going to go to Kyle Pitts. But a flag is on the field here. And we'll still see who this flag is. It's going to be on the Raiders again. It's roughing the passer. And that is going to be there on Max Cosby. As he'll be hit with that penalty. And that'll be at the 31, I believe. As so we'll see if they'll make some change, or they'll accept the penalty, and they will. So Atlanta will accept the penalty. The ball will be placed at the 7-yard line. 7:30 left here in the first half. 21-7. Atlanta leads. Kelley, of course, having a great season here so far with Atlanta, as he'll hand this one off to Melvin Gordon again, and Gordon cannot get around that edge as he's going to be taken down. As it's on Ferrell there, we talked about earlier, who has the most sacks for the Raiders right now for this season, as he is going to be, looks like he's going to have to come out of the game, as he is suffering maybe some cramping here today. As Raiders do not want to see their top defensive player have to go out here today. He's probably going to take a couple of series off here. 3rd and goal coming up. Ball placed at the 1-yard line. Handoff there to Lippett as he gets into the end zone there. Touchdown, Atlanta. Atlanta getting on the board here. Nice job as they, again, Neighbors gets in there. No problem there for the fullback this time scoring, as he has helped himself very well here into the end zone, making another score. And Atlanta taking a huge command here in this one, as it's now 28-7. As we'll get back to see what what the Raiders can do. They scored that touchdown there with, of course, Hunter Renfrow on that 75-yard bomb from Derek Carr there. And we'll see what Derek can do here again, as a penalty being called on us. That's going to be a first down there for the Raiders. His Carr here trying to move the football here, and he goes unsuccessful there on that drive, as they'll give the ball back to us. 28-7. Ball placed in our own 20-yard line. Kelley here hand this one off to Melvin Gordon. Gordon run this one up the middle, and he gets another huge run there as he gets a gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 coming up here. Ball placed still on the 28-yard line for the Falcons, as they'll, again, play action here from Kelley. Throwing this one up there. That's going to go off to Rashad Higgins as he brushes off somebody before he's finally brought down there for the gain enough there for the first down. 1st and 10 coming up. Ball on the 41. Kelley looking to see what he can try to do here. Play clock running down to 4. I'll hand this one off to Gordon again. Gordon's going to run off the edge, and then he's going to be brought down there quickly. I don't know if he got even anything on that carry. As now we go to 2nd down. 2nd down coming up here for the Falcons. Falcons just taking their time here. Play action. Kelley here looking for a pass here. He's going to throw a deep pass there. That's going to go up. That is going to go to Calvin Riley as Ridley there. And Ridley's going to get to the end zone there. Touchdown, Atlanta. As Calvin Ridley gets his first touchdown pass of the day. Look at this. Beautiful pass there. Found the open man right over his shoulder. Gets that one up in there, and that is going to be a touchdown for Atlanta. As this one's just getting out of range here for anyone. As it's now 35-7. As we take a look here. And we are going to go ahead and see some more simming here from the Raiders' perspective here, and see if we can try to somehow get this ball back. As Atlanta trying to get a quick try to get these guys off the field here, and so far Raiders looking pretty good on this drive. As Carr's able to move the ball down the field here. Can they get into the end zone there? No, he's going to get sacked by D4 there. And they will go ahead and just settle for 3. So they'll get 3 points there, making it 35-10. 1:08 left here in the first half. We'll see a big play there, but no. Ridley cannot come up with it there. As he tried it for another great opportunity there for a deep pass, but just could not connect. So now 2nd and 10 coming up here for Kelley. His draw back here in the pocket. Throwing this one up there. That's going to be thrown there. And Rashad Higgins again gets down the field. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Atlanta. Big play. Wow, another big throw here. Another 77-yarder there on that play. Take a look here. Oh, look at that. Just a great catch. And just that spacing, that release there from Higgins that he had there between him and his defender. Great job. Makes it now 42-10. as we have 50 seconds left here in the first half. And the Raiders defense is just coming unglued here, as they cannot really do too much of anything here. So far this drive right now that you're looking at, they're looking like they can move the ball pretty well there until that penalty. And then a nice knockdown there from the Atlanta defense as they get a quick stop. So nice play there from Atlanta's defense as they now taking us. We'll go ahead, be smart here. We're going to run the football here to end the half. As we'll hand this one off there to Melvin Gordon. Gordon's going to run this one up the middle there. Gordon, great blocking there. Gordon going down the field here. Can he finish it off the first half with a touchdown? He does. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nice play. His 80th career rushing touchdown. As it's going to be a huge run. As it's going to be now 49-10 as we go into the second half of this one here. I'm pretty sure a lot of Vegas fans here are probably going to start heading to the doors here at some point. As we go now to the start of the second quarter here, 1st and 10 coming up here for Atlanta. And several people are starting to maybe start falling out of here. But there's still a few left here as we start the second half. We'll see a run there up the middle there from Melvin Gordon. Gordon just cannot find this space to get through there, and that's going to be 3-yard carry there for him. 2nd and 7. Kelley there, back in the backfield there with good Gordon. Changing up a play here as they lead this one 49-10. Kelley go back here. He's going to heave this one up there high and deep, and it's going to come down there by Calvin Riley. Riley, what I keep saying that? Ridley gets a big catch. And that's going to be a huge first down, placing them at the 10-yard line. Ridley already 119 yards, and of course a receiving touchdown as the one-handed this time around, showing off here in the Sin City. We'll see if we can try to see if we could possibly finish this drive here with another touchdown. Kelley here dropping back here, looking down here in the field, and that one's intended for Ridley, but it's going to be caught. And that time, it's going to be I believe, who is that number? It was going to be, it's another Rashad Higgins there. He goes up and catches it there, as that's going to be his 3rd receiving touchdown of the day. It's now 56-10. As we go back here, show some more simming. And again, Raiders fans, so nice 75-yard carry there from Josh Jacobs as he is now fired up. Runs that one there. Nice run there. We'll see if they can get back in this ball game here, as that one's going to be thrown up there. Now it's going to be an incomplete pass as Kelley was hit on that throw. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Kelley now dropping back. And we'll see if the Raiders can try to get back in this one here, as Ridley again gets another great catch. Excuse me. Another great catch there, over right now 150 yards for the day. And that's a first down there for Atlanta. Ball plays at the 44-yard line of the Raiders. Kelley now drops back in the pocket here, goes up, fires this one there. And there you see, we're just having a great time here throwing the football around. Not too much rushing here, even though our rushing's been doing great, but not much rushing here so far, especially in this second half. As we'll see another deep pass there. That one's going to be broken up. Nice job there for the defense, as the defense is getting kind of fed up with this passing now thrown up on them. 3rd 10 coming up. Ball placed at the 44. Kelley scrambles off now here to the right-hand side, looks up, throws this one up there. That is going to be an incomplete pass intended there for Darby, as he cannot come down with it. And that's going to be it for the drive as we go back to the simming here, see what the Raiders can do, as the Raiders will have the ball near midfield. Josh Jacobs there running this one there. Nice job. Now Waller has it, gain of 7. And can they finish it off with a touchdown? No, they cannot. But they're going to get hit with a penalty. And it's like, oh, yeah, they're going to be able to finish it. Nice job there from Derek Carr getting that one in there to Higgins, as this could be now 56-24. So Raiders start coming back here, but they still got a hell of a mountain to climb. And it just gets even worse here as we see another deep pass. This one to Calvin Ridley there again, as he throws this one up there. And that is a touchdown, Atlanta. As the Raiders defense again just losing track of the these receivers here today and just putting it out here. As Ridley, nice play, great job as he gets into the end zone once again, and just putting up some quick numbers here. 63-24 here in the third quarter as we get the ball back as the Oakland Raiders cough up the football. So we get a short field here. Ball placed at the 11-yard line. Hand this one off to Gordon. He'll run this one on the backfield there for a short gain. As he's, of course, got over 150 yards and, of course, 2 rushing touchdowns here today. We'll see if we can try to get his third one here. 2nd and 3 coming up. Ball placed at the 4-yard line. Handoff to Gordon again. He gets in there. Touchdown Atlanta, as he has now over 1,500 yards rushing here this season. And a nice carry there and a nice run, as this Raiders defense is just pretty much cooked now here today, as this ball game just got way out of hand here for them. Not much they can do here. It's just try to finish as strong as possible. As we'll see a sim here. We'll see the Raiders defense or offense can do for themselves. Of course, Hunter Renfrow had a great day there. Got that 75-yard receiving touchdown there. I'm sure he's getting close to 100 yards for the day. Josh Jacobs makes a nice carry. And nice reception there from Josh Jacobs as well, as he gets a nice catch. As they're just trying to throw anything and everything here. As our defense is starting to come unglued as well. As we just gave up now 24 points. We're giving up 24 points right there at this point here. It's about to look like we could give up another touchdown. Derek Carr, incomplete pass. 2nd and goal. Rush there. And Jacobs for a touchdown. And they get on the board here now 70-31. So defense now pretty much for both teams has kind of been thrown out the window, as both offenses are starting to light up the scoreboard here. And we'll see a run there from Gordon with just 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. That might be the last play here in the third quarter. Going into the final quarter of this ball game, and we'll see what Atlanta can try to do. Of course, try to hold on to this lead that we have right now. Don't have a blunder here, going up by several scores, and then turn around letting Raiders come back. We're gonna definitely try to avoid that. As the Gordon here runs his one here on the outside there. Big run there from Gordon as he gets pushed out at the 40 of Raiders. The Raiders 40 there, as he has now over 200 yards for the day. And, of course, 3 rushing touchdowns as Carr there fed up here with today's game. 9:30 left here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Kelley under center here, taking his time here, trying to utilize the clock here. Not trying to pretty much scores already ran up, but just trying to run the offense here as best as possibly can. If they score, oh well, that's just how this day's been. But it's Melvin Gordon there runs this one there for a short carry, gain of a couple there. 3rd and 5 coming up. Ball placed at the 34-yard line of the Raiders. Raiders just having a horrible day doing any kind of defending whatsoever, especially in the passing game. As we'll see another run here. Can Gordon get to the first? And he will be just short of the first. 4th and 1 coming up here as you see a Raider going down and holding his back there. Ball placed at the 31-yard line. As we'll see that Raider coming off the field. And we'll see with 7:45 left. For whatever reason, we end up going for it on 4th and 1 and we get the first. Now ball placed at the 26-yard line here after that trickery there. 1st and 10 here. I don't want to get too cocky here, but we really didn't need to go for it there on 4th and 1. But they went ahead and did so, and they'll see Melvin Gordon here run this one there, as he'll get a quick carry there for about 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 coming up. Kelley, of course, taking his time here, trying to utilize the game clock here. And just trying to sit back here, see what he can do here. He's going to go ahead and use his own, call his own number instead here. Gets a good block there. Gets to the edge of the end zone there, and they say it's a touchdown. Wow! As he gets to the pylon, nice play as he'll make a nice run here, and that's going to get him in there. Nice rushing touchdown for Kelley, as I believe that is rushing touchdown number 20 there for him. Nice carry and a nice go. Nice run for Khalil Kelley. As they're on the board again now, making it now 77-31. As we'll probably see the possible last drive now for Oakland in this one. As, Waller now makes a nice 75-yard touchdown. And they're going to keep themselves in the game here now, making it now 77-38. All right, I'm getting a little worried now here. This Atlanta defense is kind of freaking me out right now. Giving up points here we were doing a great job there earlier, kind of shutting them down. So now we just got to try to utilize the game clock here offensively and try to melt some of this away. 2nd and 4 coming up after a nice carry. We'll see what they'll try to do here. It looks like Khalil Kelley's in the zone right now with his X factor. Ball plays at the 31-yard line. Handoff there to Melvin Gordon. Gordon's going to come around the edge here. Breaks off a tackle. Keeps his legs moving as he is pushed out there at the 48 in the I should say the Falcons 48-yard line for the first down. Big run there from him as Harrison Jr. is able to get the stop for the Raiders. 1st and 10 coming up, all the 48. Raiders just having a really terrible time today here. It's just not been looking too good, as we'll see. Lippett there runs that one there for a few. 2nd and 7 coming up. Ball placed at midfield. And again, just trying to slow down the game here and just try to melt away the clock as much as possible we can with just 4 minutes left here. Don't need a score. But if we have the chance to score here, we're going to go ahead and take it. As you'll see, but Lippett there gets a nice carry. As he has now 15 yards for the day, 4 carries. He is now getting some more carries now here in today's game as Melvin Gordon pretty much is probably done. Well, I should say maybe not so done here, as he is back in the game now. As Gordon in the backfield. 1st and 10, of course, over 200 yards for the day, 3 rushing touchdowns. Superb day here for him. As he'll see him carry this one here, and that's going to get him a few more yards now, as he has over 250 yards for the day, I believe. Ball on the 36-yard line here, 2nd and 6 coming up. And of course, Raiders not really helping themselves out here. They have not been doing a great job at all of the tackling. Handoff, broke off the tackle there for Melvin Gordon, as he'll run this one there for another gain there for over now 260 yards now for the day for him. And again, just a great day, showing off his abilities in that backfield. 3rd and 1 coming up. Of course, this game was in blowout territory way back in the second half. Gordon, handoff there. He's going to get the first and a little bit more, as we're just trying to keep the chains moving here. 4 rush touchdowns actually for Melvin Gordon. I'm looking at my notes now here for him, as he has had a great day here. 1st and 10 coming up here as we get to the 2-minute warning. All plays at the Raiders 27-yard line. And we'll see what they can try to do, as they're going to call a 2-minute warning there. So now all we're looking to see is just try to see if we can run this ball a couple of times and try to walk out of here with this very nice victory here in Sin City, as a lot of the Raiders fans, some are still in the house. Not too many, but still some are still here. As we'll see a run there for Melvin Gordon, as he's almost getting close to that 200 or 300-yard mark here today. This is definitely a great day here for if you're a Atlanta Falcons fan. Seeing a score like this, and especially some fantasy numbers there, if you've got Gordon here for fantasy numbers wise. 29 carries for 288 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. That definitely probably helped you out today in your championship games. 1st and 10 coming up here. Just under a minute left here in this one here at Allegiant Stadium. Ball on the 11-yard line. Again, just taking their time here. Not necessarily worried about scoring here, but just trying to keep the clock running here. As Melvin Gordon here breaks off a tackle. Refuse to go down, and he's going to be there at the 3-yard line as he has 279 yards for the day. Or 297 yards for the day. Excuse me. 16 seconds left here. It looks like they're going to try to go into the end zone here with Melvin Gordon again. Khalil Kelley under center here. Hands this one off there to Gordon. Gordon jumping around the edge here. Gordon trying to find the end zone there, and he finds it. His 5th rushing touchdown of the day. And now well over 300 yards for the day. As Melvin Gordon showing off here. And that's what he's been doing all season long here. As he makes another nice run. And it just extends the lead even more here now in this one. As the Raiders defense just clobbered here. Tough day to be a Raiders fan. But a great day here if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, as they get a huge win here in this one. Great job there as this team comes together here and getting themselves ready for the postseason here. Final score 84. Wow. 38 in this one. Over 500 yards passing there for Atlanta. Over 300 yards rushing as well. So definitely a day here. And of course, Oakland fans are going to remember this one for a long time. They're right now probably waiting to see when they can play Atlanta once again and try to do the same thing to them as we did to them this week. So nice performance there from Khalil Kelley. Khalil Kelley, we'll see his numbers here in just a bit, but take a look here at some of the rushing numbers there. 364 yards rushing, 508 yards passing. Wow. 22 first downs. Let's see what else. 927 total yards compared to the Raiders 571 yards. Wow. No +1 in the turnover. And of course, 3rd down conversion, not so great for either one of us as we're both at 50%. But 4th down conversions there, 1 for 1 as we apparently did go for the 4th down there. Kelley was involved in that, but 7 for 7 in the red zone. And of course, time of possession 23 minutes, 56 seconds. And of course, 3 penalty for 24 yards there for us. Khalil Kelley, 13 of 20, 508 yards passing, 5 touchdowns as he has a total of 64 for the season. Amazing. As he also had 3 carries for 48 yards and of course a rushing touchdown, his 20th of the year. Jeez, putting up those numbers again. Just continuing where he left off there. Of course, when he was in Miami in the series there with the Miami Dolphins there in Madden 20. Melvin Gordon, there you see his numbers as well. Great day there for him. 300 yards, 31 carries for 5 rushing touchdowns. Khalil Kelley, there you see his numbers as well. Just a great day on the ground. Melvin Gordon just really stepped up and showed out. And like I said, if you have had him in fantasy here this week, this is the week that you definitely could definitely cash in and get a lot of big numbers there for him. Rashad Higgins, 5 catches for 206 yards, 3 touchdowns for him. Calvin Ridley, 4 catches for 225 yards and 2 touchdowns from him. There you see Kyle Pitts, 2 catches for 36, and of course Darby, there 2 for 41. Take a look here at some defensive numbers. Top defensive tackler there, Oakland, as well as some others there. Nice day there for our defense, even though they did give up 38 points in the ball game, but most of those points came towards the end of the second half, which I was kind of glad that Oakland was able to storm back there. Had a couple of big plays from Hunter Renfrow and also from Josh Jacobs and several others there helping them out, trying to get into that ball game, but it was a blowout territory there towards the end of the first half. There you see Derek Carr's numbers: 421 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Josh Jacobs, 114 carries for 140 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns for him for the day. And he had 5 broken tackles. Just too little, too late. As they finally got themselves in gear there in the second half. Ruggs, there you see 6 catches for 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, 5 catches for 146 yards, a touchdown. And Waller, 5 catches for 132 yards. Excuse me, as well as a touchdown towards the end there. But like I said, just too little, too late for them. Defense finally started to come together there towards the second half of the ball game, but out of reach of making it a game. And our defense just did their job there and put us in the right position there to walk out of here with a huge by far, a huge victory here for us. And to take a look here at the playoffs right now as we get ready to go in the playoff, the wild card round coming up in the next episode. We'll of course have a bye week as we have the number 1 seed in the NFC. Baltimore has the number 1 seed in the AFC, so they're waiting to see who they play. But there you see the matchups there. Over the NFC wild card, you got Vikings versus Panthers, Cowboys versus Bucks, 49ers versus the Green Bay Packers. On the AFC side, you got Colts, Jags, nice divisional matchup there. Kansas City going against the Steelers, and looks like a Patriots versus Bengals. I knew there was a B somewhere in there. Going at it there in the wild card rounds there in the AFC. So, like I said, both Baltimore and us are waiting to see who we play. And we'll try to see who's going to be in that matchup there. And of course, that'll be in the next episode. We'll see those both of the wild card games there. I'll show you guys the stats of those games, or at least show you guys the scores of those games. And of course, we'll see who we play in the next episode as we will be. Also, once we get out of the wild card round, we'll go right to the divisional round and be in our first game in the playoffs here in this series. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. And of course, if you want to check out the first part of this series back on Madden 20, definitely go over to our main channel over on ESGNet as well. There's a link down below for the original series there from the Madden 20 game. So you guys can get to know Khalil a little bit better. But yeah, we'll start the divisional round coming up, and we'll start the playoffs next episode there in episode 18. But that's it for me. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.